New statistics show that 1 in 3 women in the military are sexually assaulted. And last week, the Senate decided that they would not vote on legislation that would basically amend current legislation that says that women in the military who get raped and get pregnant cannot have their abortions funded by the federal government. Okay, The Senate decided we're not even going to vote on that issue. We're going to let it go. And of course, that is their sneaky way of not addressing the issue without having to worry about any type of name recognition linked to that kind of legislation. Yeah. So I just think this is a disgusting story. And Concerned Women for America, which is a very conservative group, is bragging about this. They're extremely happy and excited about this, even though this would only cover abortions for women in the military who have been raped and got pregnant as a result of that rape.
Listen, you think that life begins at conception, so you're against all abortion. And you think even if you got raped, you should still carry that kid to term. I get it. Okay, I don't agree with it. It really is upsetting to a lot of people in the country, including us. But I get your position. Here's what I need you to not do. I need you to not gloat. So if you have a military service member who's been raped, I need you to not rub it in their face and be like, ha ha, we won. You can't get an abortion. We should get credit. We're awesome. We stopped this. You have to carry the rapist baby to term. We win. I can't have you doing that. It makes everybody's stomach turn, okay? It makes you look like the most hideous person in the world. And then the ironic name for this group is Concerned Women for America, when you appear to be the least concerned about women's rights in this country of anyone.
They claim that women deserve better than simply being given abortion as a cure-all. I don't think people look at abortion as a cure-all, but if you're raped, maybe you don't want to have that baby. Maybe you should make that decision for yourself without having another organization get involved in it.
All right, one more thing on this, okay? Because, look, it's hard for guys to understand this, but, you know, I always try to put myself in the positions of all the people in these stories to get a better sense of, like, how do they think about it? If I was a woman and I got raped, and that son of a bitch's kid, it's not even a kid, his stuff is inside of me, okay? It's not even a kid yet, or, you know, it's dependent, it's
a zygote.
It's a zygote, and that's inside of me. And these mother are gonna come and tell me you can't take it out, you need to have the rapist kid, and you need to take care of it for the rest of your life. The amount of, I mean, I'm shocked people don't go into a rage. Maybe it's a good thing that the country's not full of Turks.
Yeah.
Like somebody came and told me that, we'd have issues. We'd have words and then we might have other things. But here's what they're not gonna do. They're not gonna tell me what to do with my body, okay? Oh, I'm gonna follow your stupid ass law because of your stupid morality, which isn't even in your mythical book, but I'm supposed to follow your sky god? Oh, what did Thor say about that? That's really interesting. The fuck did Zeus and goddamn Pegasus say about it? I don't give a fuck what you think some mythical creature said about it. You tell me to have my rapist kid because, you know, your silly god creature, and your god creature didn't even say it. Read the goddamn Bible. Can you tell I get angry? Read the Bible. It doesn't say don't have an abortion. It never says it. It's a giant lie. Probably the biggest lie about the Bible in history. In fact, there are 2 passages that find abortion to be perfectly acceptable. They find it to be one of the solutions if your wife cheated on you. You people are grotesque. I started this segment by saying I understand where they're coming from, but perhaps that was a little bit of an overstatement. Okay.
By the way, if you are a government employee and you wish to get an abortion, that abortion will be funded with your government-issued health insurance. So I find it interesting that these members of Senate are comfortable with that, but they are not comfortable with funding the abortions of these women in the military who got raped and got pregnant as a result of that. These are people who are actually risking their lives for the country, but we don't have enough respect to at least give them the same coverage that you get as a government employee.
Concerned Women for America, really concerned.